Hello, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor. Kind of chuckling before I had thought of a title of this video. I was going to call it a bull trap. And the reason being that many of the leaders are, well, they started to have some problems yesterday. And basically, how do you know where you are in the stock market? Basically, the first thing you have to know is really where you are. And I have models that show me, can I be invested or cannot be invested? But I also look for subtle hints. I monitor the leaders. I want to invest in the leaders, the leading stocks, let's say, leading stocks in the leading sectors, and then use some very mechanical methods, which I'll show you. But right before I just got this going, I just took a glance at the futures. It was interesting. They were way up there. I mean, my other biggest suggestion is don't look to watch the screen. More money is trying, I believe, is disconnecting yourself from the screen, but the futures were way up. So let's close them because we're not looking at them. And let's just go to Metastock. Again, what I do is I use rules. Can I be invested or cannot be invested? Right now, we can be. I use very simple moving averages. You can use them yourself. There's rules from Marty Zweig that held up for decades and decades. It's called 4% rule. Him and Ned Davis have used it. I have this part of my model. If you have Metastock, I can send you the indicator. It's here. Actually, here's the formula. You can see it. I'll email it to you. Really, my goal is to help you. And as I do these videos, it helps me. So the two issues, like I started to say, was I was going to say, is this a bull trap? Because we had just taken out the highs, which you can see here, and gapped up, and then maybe they're really not doing so strong, and maybe we're going to turn down. Who knows? But I watch the leaders. I also look at distribution days. After 4 distribution days, I start tightening up. I take some chips off the table. Distribution days are when you have institutional selling. And really, there's many times that when you have a clustering of them, the market turns down, as you can see here. Other times, they don't show up, and the market holds up. But let's go to the leaders. Alibaba, that one's holding up strong. And what I did was I just basically bought the IPO breakout where people bid it up to 100, sold off. That was a nice kind of downturn. I mean, that's pretty rich. And then it took off, staggered a bit, and then we started moving up. And hopefully we'll keep on moving up. I'm long that. But if you look at Facebook as a leader, gap down, and it's really below the 50-period moving average. That's not healthy. You want to be living above the 50-period moving average. GoPro. Actually, I bought the gap up from here, the breakout here. And you also, one of the other golden rules of trading is make sure you keep stops. My stop, I had a 6% stop, which maybe is a little bit tight. I got taken out. I'd be willing to buy this again at the highs. I'm watching it. I don't like seeing action like that, and that was a big down day. Wait till you see LinkedIn. That was another one of my, that's my next one here. This was ugly, and it's almost at my stop. And that's not what you want to see. You want to see that it gapped up, keeps on moving, but this is a big drop, almost a 7% drop. So that's why I'm saying, is there a bull trap here? This is another leader, this Loco, but it hasn't really moved. It's just basically basing. I'd like to buy it if it takes out the highs. Mobileye, same story, just kind of puttering around here. Let's see if it can hold above this point, this 45, 42. Palo Alto, also, it came out, broke out, turned down below the 50 again. Okay, so all these people that bought that breakout, it didn't work. I bought it here again, thinking that, okay, it kind of flushed out the weak hands, but hasn't done anything. And I'm a little bit skeptical if it starts getting into this area. I don't think the trade is really going to be working. Another trade I did is Ultra. Broke out in very weak volume, but it hasn't able to have taken out here, and it closed back in. I exited. Took a little small, tiny loss. And that's what you really want to do, is you want to keep your losses small. The other trade that I'm in, I like trading the, let me see if this is it. That's the Qs. Well, you can do it this one too, but basically the QLD. Got in, and we'll see what happens. That's what trading is about, is having a plan, knowing what to buy and when to get out, keeping your losses small, riding your winners. And that's what I pretty much do at Trend Following Mentor. I try to help you learn to become a better trader. If there's any way I can help you, just email me. Here's my email, Andrew@trendfollowingmentor.com. Thank you very much.